Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to It's All Black and White TV. It's Newcastle United versus Liverpool pre-match live. Joined by Rolly. How are you, Rolly?
I'm feeling positively Champions League, excited and a little bit nervous as well.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still a bit knackered and get home after about nearly 3:30 this morning, from an hour's drive because obviously getting out of a concert last night is like absolutely mad. So I didn't get home till nearly 3:30, and then I was up again at 8 o'clock this morning. So I'm feeling it. But raring to go. Great concert, by the way, last night. Absolutely fantastic.
Who did you go
Um,
to see?
I saw Robbie Williams at Sandringham Estate. Absolutely fantastic it was. Absolutely brilliant. Only 2 dates he's done in the UK this year, last night and tonight. So, absolutely brilliant. Worth going. Worth the pain for the getting home at 3:30 in the morning. But you know what? I feel absolutely great. Anyway, guys, before we get into the show, if you do like what you see, then please do smash the like. It really does help the channel stay near the top of the search and new viewers find it easily. Also, if you're brand new at the channel, come and smash the subscribe. Come be part of this great community. And also the bell notification tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record or any upcoming shows. If you'd like to become a member, it's 99p. Just click the join button. And if you want to make a donation, you can do that in the chat via hitting the $ as well. Right, let's get into some comments here because the comments are flying in. And by the way, I'm not nervous of today's game. And do you know what was yesterday? It was before I go on, when I went in yesterday, because I had a Newcastle shirt on yesterday, not the one I'm wearing now, but I had my black t-shirt with Newcastle on. And as soon as I walked in, one of the security staff, he came up, gave me a fist bump and said, "Newcastle, yes." And then walks further down, another security member on the search side. He come up, fist bumped me, and he went, "Yes, Newcastle." He says, you are a Geordie." I says, "Oh, yes, mate." And he says, and he was a Geordie. And I says, "Where are you from?" And he says, "I'm from North Shields." And I was like, wow, brilliant, isn't it? Absolutely fantastic. And then last night, standing in the bar queue, waiting to go and get a pint. And this woman went, "Yes, Newcastle, she's great. We're going to smash the Liverpool tomorrow, aren't we?" So I was like, yes, come on. Can't wait for this game. And so I'm not nervous for today's game because I'm very confident. Troll says, "Hi, Tony." Hi, Trolls. Hope you're well. And then he says, "Hi, everybody." Mary and Troll speak to each other there. Mary's still in pain, but you work and manage it somehow. Looking forward to this game. Yeah, absolutely. Do you know what, Mary? The thing is, this game, your pain might go away during this game, but just don't celebrate too much. Toon says, "Mag debates. Exploring the Northeast. Come on, the Toon. I'm going for a 2-1 win for us today." Yeah, absolutely, mate. Ronald says, "Pissing down today." It isn't yet, yeah, but it did rain a couple of times yesterday, but thankfully the weather sort of eased off, so it wasn't bad, but there's supposed to be thunderstorms due any time now. Afternoon, lads and chatters. Good afternoon, Mary. Hope you're well. But yeah, here in Suffolk, we're due some thunderstorms. Afternoon, Tony and Uncle Rolly. Good afternoon, Beer.
Afternoon, Beer.
Sefton, how are you the tune?
Right, Sefton. I hope you've got your arm ready.
Yeah, Sefton. And by the way, Sefton, I hope, like I said the other night, I hope you're going to celebrate every single goal. You need to get off that sofa and jump up and down celebrating. Don't worry about your missus. It's fine. Because I'm sure she would do the same if Liverpool scored, Sefton. So, make sure you rub it in, mate. And you have the bragging rights. John says, "Afternoon, Tony and Rolly in chat. I hope everyone is well." Yeah, absolutely great. Thank you. Billy, love the new theme tune tone. Afternoon, Rolly. 3 points. Hopefully it's incoming. Cheers, Billy. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely. Gareth says, "Good afternoon, Tony and Rolly." Good afternoon, Gareth. Hope you're well, my friend. Paul Anson says, "Afternoon, Tony and Rolly." Good afternoon, Paul. Hope you're well. Billy says, "Robbie Williams still going. Heard he was doing a social club these days." No, he's still going, Billy. Yeah, absolutely, mate. Billy, hope you're well. Tony, long time, big up. Yeah, big up to you, Brian. Hope you're well, my friend. Come on, 4-1 today. Botman drew a goal. Absolutely goal, definitely. BS says, when we win, is Rolly be sleeping on the sofa tonight?
I hope not.
Sefton, Mrs. Sefton has all her friends around for the match, outnumbered. And today, chat, don't be outnumbered, Sefton, because when we score, you better get up and celebrate, matey. Paul says, I hope we all Rolly's over. Let's hope so, Paul. Absolutely. Afternoon, Tony and Rolly. Confident but nervous about the ref. Yeah, look, John Brooks, the referee. I mean, look, we are a bit nervous about him. But you know what? I wouldn't be too concerned about John Brooks. As long as we do what we need to do on the pitch, and that's all that matters. And I've got the team news here as well. So it's Pope in goal with Trippier, Shea, Botman and Byrne at the back. Bruno, Tonali and Joe Linton make up the midfield with Almiron, Gordon and Isak. So it's an unchanged lineup for the third game in a row. On the bench, we have Dubravka, Lascelles, who's interested from Besiktas, Wilson, Target, Barnes, Livramento, Murphy, Anderson, and Longstaff. There's no Lewis Hall on the bench, and I will put this team up on the screen as well. But it's an unchanged lineup. I think that's a fair enough lineup, in my opinion. What's your opinion on that lineup, Rolly?
It's what I expected. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. Though I didn't think we were that too bad against City. It's just City played really well. I don't know if anybody's been watching the Man City Sheffield United game.
Holland missed a penalty.
Yeah, had one disallowed as well just a minute ago.
Yeah, do you know what proves it though that he's missed a penalty? He's human. Yeah. Everybody thinks he's a robot who scores goal. He's human, so in some ways, it's good that he's missed a penalty.
Yeah, they've been compared to when they played us. They've been very poor. Still much better than Sheffield United, and their finishing's been woeful, which is why it's only 1-0. But they really played well because they knew they had to against us. And they managed to nullify pretty much everything that we did. But they've got a much better midfield than Liverpool have. So it's going to be interesting.
I've got the Liverpool team here. Alisson in goal, Alexander-Arnold, Matip, Van Dijk, Robertson, Endo, McAllister, Szoboszlai, Diaz, Salah, and Gakpo.
Yeah.
So that is the lineup. It is Alisson, Alexander-Arnold, Matip, Van Dijk, Robertson, Endo, McAllister, Szoboszlai, Diaz, Salah, and Gakpo. And on the bench, it is Kelleher, the reserve keeper, Gomez, Nunes, Elliott, Jota, Tsimikas, Bajcetic, if that's how you pronounce his name, Doak, and Quishar. So there we go. That's the Liverpool lineup for this afternoon. So I think it's a similar lineup to what they had last week against Bournemouth, but there's nothing in there that should frighten me really about that lineup anyway. So
they've still got the defence. Like Sir Gordon, Isak, and Miggy should be licking their lips against that defence. If again it comes down to the same old fact, if we can dominate midfield, we win this game.
Yeah, I think we can. I think we can get it. I think we can get it, Liverpool, because that defence isn't that great. If you watch them against Bournemouth, they looked absolutely poor. Even Alisson was poor coming out, and so to be honest with you, I wouldn't worry too much about the Liverpool defence can be got at, and if Gordon gets it, Alexander-Arnold, then Alexander-Arnold's in for a long afternoon.
Yeah.
But the good thing is though, with Gordon though, he won't always be on the left because he'll swap with Isak. So Isak will go left, Gordon will go into the middle. So Liverpool won't know who they're going to face on the left. So they may think, oh, we're facing Gordon on the left. But in fact, during that either first half, second half, or any time during the game, they could just swap automatically, and then Liverpool will be like, oh, hang on, who's on the left now? Because they're not going to have a clue. Um, and I hope Klopp enjoys his temporary seating today as well, because I wouldn't even give him a seat with a cushion on. Just give him a plain wooden seat and say, there you go, sit on the seat. There you are.
I
Thing
think
is, at the end of the day, if he's complaining about temporary seats, why is he complaining? At least he's got somewhere to sit his arse down on. If he's that bothered, but he doesn't normally sit down anyway. He's always standing. So I don't know why he's worrying about the seating area.
like the other thing that I think's good about that lineup is the pace that we've got with Gordon, Miggy, and that they're players that like to um, chase back because Liverpool are really dangerous on the counter because of their speed. But we've got two players. I mean, we saw against Aston Villa and that breakaway Villa had where they put Diaby through.
Yeah,
He had a yard or two on Gordon, and Gordon chased him down. So we'll be able to, hopefully, if they do try the breakaway, these two guys could chase them down, make it more difficult because we do lack pace at the back. So they're going to have to be aware um, aware of the breakaway threat and be
yeah.
prepared to do the hard chasing because they're quick enough.
Billy says, I think the Premier League rifted the Usyk fight last night. Shocking. I don't know what happened. Who won the fight? Was it Usyk won it? I don't know.
Apparently, he claimed a low blow that wasn't according to what I've read, but I'm not really paying much attention to it.
Sounds fixed. Brian says, I like it. Willock can't be far off. Seen him playing Guess Who, so he's back training. Yeah, apparently Eddie Howe said on Friday he should be back very soon over the course of the
After the
international break.
international
Should
break.
be.
Yeah.
They winning 1-0. Sheffield United. Is it Sheffield United winning or Man City are winning?
Man City.
All right, okay.
I mean,
Nice little. Yeah, David says, nice little fun fact, guys. Liverpool were in negotiations with a Saudi sheikh who wanted to buy into the bin dip, as happened in 2009. Yeah. And they didn't take it up, did they? John says, unchanged as expected. House said in the press conference that Jason was back in training, glad he's playing, and unchanged. Yeah, absolutely. Great news. Strong team. David says, hi guys, hope you're both well. Hi David. And hope people in the chat are well too. Come on the tune. In the words of Eddie Howe, they want a quick game. Let's effing give it to them. Absolutely, absolutely, David. Dave Bullman says, confident today, but we do have a bad record with Liverpool. If we go at them from the start and get an early goal, they are not great at the back, and Bournemouth should have had two within 20 minutes. You know what, Dave? That's absolutely spot on. And I'm sure Eddie Howe's told the team that get into them very early, because if we can get a goal or two up in yeah. Brian says Pope no silly business. Yeah, absolutely. No, yeah. I think Nick Pope next time won't bother, or he'll make sure he doesn't put his hands near it. Hard game for us today, says antagonising, but on a 3-0 win for us. Absolutely, mate, and hope you're well. Ian says, let's effing smash them, lads. Absolutely. Daniela says, if you really want to be a top four side, you need to win these home games via the big six. Away from home is a different matter. You're absolutely spot on, Daniela. Coffee says, hi, Tony Rowley and all. Hi, Coffee. Hope you're well. I predict Klopp causing a riot as Brian Yang gets sent off. So, yeah, definitely. Fantastic lineup. Yeah, absolutely. Holly, and hope you're well. Daniela says, Trent Alexander-Arnold is an Achilles heel for Liverpool. He is. He's not a great right back at all. If this is Salad's last game, then we give him a crucial goal or a penalty. Who knows? Granny says, how are you two? Stud muffins on this fine day. Absolutely fine. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Granny.
Thank you for the compliment. Max says, I hope we can get at them, not let them settle in the front three. Do worry me, especially Salah. Do you know what it is? Just got to keep them quiet. Keep them quiet.
Yeah.
Rumour, is this Salah's last game? I don't know. I thought Liverpool said he wasn't for sale at any price. So who says? I don't know what's going on with the Salah thing. What would do? It's a bit of a strange one, really. But again, if it is his last game, then let's hope he doesn't get any goals and he just goes out on a whimper. And we've sent Liverpool home with a tail between their legs, because do you know what? That would be absolutely fantastic if that was to happen. So, yeah, I mean, look, I haven't spoke to you, Rolly, but the rumours are going around. Jamal Lascelles is getting interest from Besiktas in Turkey. Now, I would say yes, let him go, but I'll only let him go if we've got a replacement in. But apparently, Lascelles is interested in the move as well because it means he's going to get more game time than he is getting now, which I can't blame him for because he's getting towards that stage of his career where he wants to be playing, and rightly so. I mean, look, I think we'll get a replacement in. Who knows? We could be looking at replacements and nobody knows. We could be doing a deal for a replacement and nobody would know. But if he does go, wish him all the best. He's done his best for the club during the bad times because he had to be there. We all remember after that Southampton game when he went in and he shouted at everybody and said he wasn't happy with where the team were going and things like that. And that's what prompted Benitez to give him the captain's armband. But yeah, I mean, look, what's your thoughts, Rolly?
Yeah, I think I'm happy if he stays. I'm happy if he goes. He's been a great servant to the club. In the, as you say, in the bad times, he stood up as a youngster and he's led the club well. Yeah, we'll be looking to get 10 to 15 for him. And if we do let him go, I'm pretty sure that we'd get a replacement in.
Yeah.
I think Besiktas need to put their offer in now so that we can get a replacement in if we're going to let him go. Yeah, because the window's shutting soon, so we can't. It's Thursday, it's shut, so they can't be sort of dilly-dallying on this. They really need to get this bid in.
Yeah. Absolutely, Roddy. Bob says Mintis looked really good for Feyenoord. He's lightning quick. I've not seen any Feyenoord games, to be fair, but I'll have to start having a watch.
Yeah,
And see.
The reports are that they're really impressed with him.
And Gareth saying, what's the odds on a Klopp meltdown? 7-4 on. Or in fact, 10-11 on. Or even 130 on. Billy says, Usyk was down for 4 minutes for a low blow that wasn't. Ref let him rest as long as it took to recover. Ridiculous. That sounds like it was all fixed by Usyk. That bloke, he needs to be knocked out. David says, Edwards and Ward left Liverpool because Klopp did not want Bruno and Botman. Liverpool are in the shite and missed signings of Botman, and Bruno explains Klopp's bitterness towards the two. Well, that's his fault, isn't it? Spot on, Billy. Ref needs to be spot on Premiership with decisions like that. Yeah. Eddie Howard said, get into them and F them up. He swears, absolutely, Ronald. And that's the thing. People look at Eddie and think he's not that type of guy. But, hey, see, that's what they see. You do not know what goes on behind closed doors. Well, we do now because it was on Amazon. Well, I haven't watched episode 3 yet. Alan says, Willock back just in time for Champions League. Will be needed, absolutely, Alan.
Yeah.
I'm going for 3-1 victory and a meal out of all. That's how we the lads. Says Sefton. I think let Mad Dog just Klopp out, says antagonise him for 90 minutes. They'll be watching the technical rule, no doubt. Yeah, there will be, absolutely. Because I think even if Tyndall steps 1 foot towards the wrong way, you know what Klopp's going to do. He's going to be straight in the air of the fourth official and go, piss off, Klopp. Exploring the northeast, Salah has told Liverpool that he wants to join Al Ali. Well, if the reported offer of two, if the reported two
just equalised,
have they? Wow.
Yeah.
If he wants to join Al Ali, I mean, you can't say to him, no, where you're going, because to get £250 million, which has been reported over 3 years, he's going to think, yeah, I'm going. That's the money. He wants to go. Had Man U lost against Forest, then Norwich Scarfs would have been out after the game, says Coffee. Yeah, there would have been. That was a lucky win, wasn't it? I didn't see any results yesterday because I see where I was, I had no signal. Biassi is my insurance broker, score Roy Williams. He offered me protection. I love it. Daniela says, what do you think of the start of the season so far? It's not gone to plan for some teams. It hasn't. I mean, look at Everton, rock bottom. Three games, no wins, no draws, three defeats. And people might have laughed at me when I said this, but I think by October, if it doesn't improve, I think Dyche will be gone. Dyche will be no more at Everton. And they'll be looking for another clown to come in and take over. Um, you know, uh, Nobody wants to go to that club. It's a poison chalice, and I hope it's their turn to go down this season. I really do. And that was a 6-pointer for Everton yesterday. Wolves and Everton was a massive 6-pointer, and you're seeing that at like the third game of the season, a 6-pointer. But that's exactly what it was, a 6-pointer, and Wolves took the points. So there we go. Ian says 4-0 if we play with the intensity. We know we can. There is no way their backline will cope. You're absolutely spot on with that, Ian. Absolutely spot on. Simply no way. Brian says, I love that for Lascelles. Hard to see the big guy leave, though. What a servant. Always loved Jamal. Absolutely. He's
Yeah.
done well. Yeah. Alan says, 100 million. Rebecca Law says for Salah. Do you know what? The Saudis will pay it. That's the thing. Seeing Rowley. I predicted Spurs as dark horses for the top four, and do admit would have loved to see Maddison at Newcastle. Personally, I'd keep Lascelles unless someone is coming in if we sell. Lascelles, great servant in the club, absolutely, Dave. But again, if he wants to play regular football, then the club can't really stand his way. Alan says other sources say summer he will get in day for what he gets in a week with Liverpool. Yeah, absolutely. I like Usyk character, but yeah, it was bollocks.
Apparently it wasn't. It was above them.
Ronald says, what about Mike Dean admitting he helped his pal with VAR?
That's terrible.
That guy's an idiot.
It's all about him.
Yeah, we are Newcastle United. Let's go. Absolutely, Ian. Let's go, mate. Yes, I fake got punch on the belt and not low and got rest. Yeah, absolutely. Ian says, I see you later, mate. Enjoy the game. Sheffield has scored. Yeah. Arsenal draw. This is our chance, but Liverpool are thinking the same. Yeah, Arsenal got a draw, didn't they, yesterday as well? Mike Dean optimises what the PGM all about, and that's corrupt. I mean, look, we've saw a quote from Eric Ten Hag, who says we've got the best referees in the world. Jesus, come on, Eric Ten Hag. Come on, mate. Come on, mate. Do some research, Ten Hag. We haven't got the best officials in the world. We've got a couple of decent officials, Anthony Taylor and Michael Oliver. But other than that, we ain't got anybody else decent. So, where's he getting this idea from? Has somebody been putting something in his drink? 1-1.
It's 2-1 now.
Who to?
City. Rodri.
Steve Bruce is available for Everton if they want to replace him for Dyche. Everton can have Cavachid and then they can enjoy a championship next season. Yeah. Dyche to Liverpool and Klopp to the Toffees. Yeah, Ronald says City are 2-1 up as well. I mean, this game with City sounds a closer game than what everybody was probably thinking.
Score-wise it is, but I think Sheffield United had like 3 shots in the game and they scored with one of them. They've defended well and the keepers had a worldie. There's nothing you can do with the goals.
No, there's nothing you can do about it. Who's in goal for them? Is it Foderingham, is it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, he's not a bad keeper. He's not actually a bad keeper, Rolly, to be fair.
Oh, dear. So Sheffield United came a whisker away from equalising.
Did they?
Yeah, beautiful ball to the far post. The guy stretching, diving in, just couldn't make proper contact.
Yeah.
It's an awkward height, so he's jumping. Did it come off? It just comes off the sole of his foot, so he didn't get a proper contact on it. He makes proper contact, that's 2-2.
I mean, you live down that end of the wood. Yeah. I mean, obviously you'll be enjoying this at the moment. The way Everton are struggling, they're bottom 3 defeats in a row. They're only 1 point off the safety zone. But the next game, because obviously next week's international break. So the next game um, was against what the next is it next week the international break or the week after? Sorry, it is
It's the
next
week
week, isn't
after.
it?
No, it's the week
Week
after.
after, isn't it?
We played
Yeah,
Brighton
because
next.
yes, that's right. We got Brighton next weekend. Yeah. I mean, Everton, they go to Sheffield United, another 6 pointer. I mean, look, if Sheffield United play like that, can you see them beating Everton?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, they've defended well. The keeper played well. And though they haven't had many shots, they've made at least one count.
If Everton lose that game against Sheffield United, then the next game after the international break is a home game against Arsenal. Now, bearing in mind they beat Arsenal in that home game last season under Dyche's first game, but I don't think they'll beat them this time around. And I tell you what, that could be 5 games without a win.
Yeah. Well, let's
Right,
hope it
I've
happens.
got a question to ask you, Rolly, because obviously you're from Liverpool.
Well,
Um,
Ned.
well, you know you live down that way,
Yeah.
right? Now, to me, maybe I'm speaking wrong on this. I said this on Friday because we spoke about Mike Dean briefly, and I said, look, I just want to know how did Mike Dean get to referee Liverpool games and Everton games, considering the man's from the Wirral's in Liverpool.
Well, that's
So
no
to
idea.
me, how does he get into do Liverpool? So you may as well see Michael Oliver can do us then, can't he?
Um, it's a
He's
good
from
point
Northumberland.
because the world is closer to. Where's it? Michael Oliver is from
Northumberland.
Northumberland. Well, the world is closer to. Well, parts of the world are closer to Liverpool than Oliver is because basically Birkenhead's basically the other side of the river. You know the peninsula is about 5 miles wide, so you can't be much more than 5 miles away from Liverpool. Um, though he is a Tranmere fan, there are lots of Tranmere fans that either support Liverpool or Everton as well. Because um, back in the day, Tranmere always used to play on Friday nights because it wouldn't clash with the Liverpool or Everton games.
Yeah,
So they'd go to watch Tranmere on a Friday night and then watch Liverpool or Everton, whichever one they followed on the Saturday. It's it is a bit of a strange one, that.
because I always look at this as conspiracy, and I still have me conspiracy theories about it now. But when we lost to Liverpool on that Wednesday night 3-1, when Jamal Lewis went off with an injury, which was unfortunate because he actually looked as if he was starting to play well,
Mm,
and he got this hamstring injury, which was unfortunate. Shelvey had put us ahead.
yeah.
We had 2 players down in the box with head injuries. Mike Dean decided to play on, and then when they got the equaliser, during that play, the treatment came on and they were being treated for head injuries. So you were like, well, hang on a minute. How comes you couldn't have treated them? Why couldn't you have stopped the game? But he carried on playing.
Mm,
Then they were 2-1 up. They got a free kick outside the area. Trent Alexander-Arnold over the ball. Shelvey had eyes on Alexander-Arnold, knew what he was going to do with it. So he was focusing where he was going to be for defending that shot coming in. And Mike Dean decides, I'm going to run over the ball as I blow the whistle. Um, you know, which then, i.e., puts Shelvey off, which then makes it a little bit easier for Alexander Arnold to arrow that ball into the back of the net. Now, to me, that's interference from a referee in the game, in my opinion. What is your thoughts, Rolly? Do you think there's a conspiracy there? Because I certainly do.
I'm not a great one for conspiracy theories, but that was a little bit too coincidental. I mean, the equalising goal in particular, a guy's down with a head injury. They're supposed to stop the game, but he didn't. And obviously,
Yeah,
Liverpool got the equaliser, and it's just very convenient that he ran over the ball to unsight Dubravka for that third one from Arnold. Great strike, but did that have any? Did that have any effect? Would Dubravka have still got to it? I'm not so sure. I don't. I don't like to deal in conspiracy theories.
Yeah,
I mean, a lot of the time, the problem with conspiracy theories is that if you disprove the theory, they just move it slightly, so they can keep thinking of it. But what I
yeah.
think, I
I
don't
mean,
necessarily think there's a conspiracy.
Thea Viking says there, Mike Dean refereeing Liverpool. Sorry, Rolly. Yeah, Mike Dean refereeing Liverpool games as the equivalent to working from home. He's got a point. He's got a point.
Yeah, I mean, I, with the conspiracy theories, I don't think that there necessarily is a conspiracy, but they sure are trying hard to make it look like there is one.
Yeah. I mean, right, I'm going to go change and tact here. So, right. So, obviously, we've seen the women's football. We've seen Spanish football is in really bad press this week over the president of La Liga, of the Spanish Football Association. We all saw what he did. You know, he give the player a hug, kissed her on the lips. She moved on. Now then, we've seen the scandal coming out of this. We've seen FIFA suspended him for 90 days because he's the vice president of FIFA as well. Um, he's refusing to stand down. But now you've got Spanish male players coming out and saying they will not represent Spain while this man's in charge. So if Spain start losing all their big stars or pulling out of playing for Spain because they don't want to play for him, now then, Spain have got to get this sorted out. Now they're saying that she's telling lies, saying that she didn't consent it, but he said she did consent it, and apparently there's proof that she did consent it. I mean, what do you think about this? I mean, look, Rolly, I don't think that's very professional from the head of the Football Association. It's like Prince William grabbing somebody and giving them a kiss on the lips, and you would
Yeah,
say, "Whoa, hang on a minute, you can't do that." When
yeah,
he could say, "Yes, I can, because I'm the president of the FA. I'll do whatever I want." Well, no, he doesn't. But I mean, it's just I thought the way I looked at it, I found it a bit. I found it a bit creepy, and I found it a bit. I found it very, very unprofessional.
yeah.
Um, And the thing is, what do you think about the Spanish male players now coming out and saying, there's big players coming out now saying they are not playing for Spain no more while he's in charge?
Well,
Do you think this could affect Spain?
but to be honest, I'm not worried whether it affects Spain or not. I think the male players are making the right decision. This guy needs to go. You can't just kiss someone on the lips. Uh, if it had been, like this friendly peck on the side, on the cheek as you hug, like that's custom, like in France, you could understand it. But yeah, she walked on because she didn't know what to do. She wasn't expecting that, and he should have resigned. And I think the male players are doing great backing the women. You can't just do that. I mean, the fact that
No,
it's all it's consensual, it's not up to you whether it's consensual. She says it's not consensual. It's not consensual. It's not up to him.
because the way Spain will look at it is, if a lot of their big players are pulling out, and then they've got to call on, say, youth players to hopefully come in and help them out, younger players who are playing, say, for under 21s, under 19s, or whatever. I mean, that could affect chance of Spain of getting, say, to the Euros next year. And
Well, it could, but it means that the Spanish FA have to act and get rid of the guy. If he's not going to resign, they need to sack him. End of problem.
yeah, it's
This is one is easy to sort out. If he won't resign, you sack him or force him out. Then the
mhm.
problem's gone. I don't know if she's suing him or anything, which she would be entitled to.
I'm
Um,
not sure, but apparently this report's going around that this was consented, by the way, but we don't know.
well,
That's
she
what they're
says it's
saying.
not.
But
It's not.
but
If
now they're
he's,
saying they've got proof.
how can you have proof? Well, you look at it. He comes to her and kisses her. She didn't sort of pucker up and say, "Come on, big boy, give it to me."
Yeah. Well, yeah. Well,
But he went forward, hugged her, and kissed her.
yeah.
You can't, from the photos I've seen and the clips I've seen, you can't say that she consented because there's nothing. You can't see her. You can't see her eyes. You can't see her going all bright and glowy, and you can't see her puckering up or anything. He's just gone and
I,
kissed her. And
I
I
mean,
don't
I
see
think,
how they can say they've got proof.
I think it was the Euros last year when we won it. And I think Prince William was standing there when the girls were coming along getting their medals, and I think it was Lucy Bronze. I think she turned around, she said, um, I think she come out and apologised and said, "Look, I didn't realise." I was too excited about the final that we'd won it and that." And she's, obviously, I shook William's hand and I gave him a peck on the cheek, and she says, "I thought, oh, I hope he's not offended by that." But
Yeah,
I
if
mean,
it was
look,
a peck on the
that's
cheek.
different.
Yeah, if it was a peck on the cheek, he might have some standing. But it
Yeah,
wasn't.
but at least she come out and apologised, and they
Yeah,
said William actually laughed about it because he said, "Don't worry about it,"
yeah, yeah. But he's done the complete opposite.
Yeah. Coffee says what that Spanish president did was a disgrace.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
absolutely.
I mean, he's on multiple millions with FIFA as well, so FIFA could end up sacking him, but that they have to do an investigation, obviously, and that's why he's been suspended. But he'll still be on full pay. BS says he's refusing to stand down. He wants to pay off. Absolutely. Jake says hello.
That's the
Hi, Jake. Hope
second.
you're well. Oliver says, "Come on, Newcastle, we have to beat Klopp today. We need all the players to be in the A game." Absolutely, Oliver,
Yes,
and I'm
absolutely.
confident we'll win today, mate.
If we're not on
3-1.
our A game, we can lose this game. We need to be.
We are due win a game against Liverpool, says Paul.
Yes, we are.
Absolutely. But Oliver says, "I'm really, really nervous." Don't be nervous, Oliver. Don't be nervous. We've got to start beating these teams. Coffee says, even that Spanish coach behaved inappropriately with a female staff on TV.
Did it?
Yeah.
I didn't hear about that. But if he did, he needs to go as well.
Oh, he's getting a new contract. Godfather says, kissing lips is for your loved ones only. That's unprofessional and disgusting.
Yeah.
Absolutely. John says, gross misconduct in any setting. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, says, come on, big boy, give it to me. I mean, well, that's the thing. We only Rolly knows if he's big boy or not. We don't know. We don't know how Rolly knows, but
That the Spanish guy.
Jake says only Schofield is allowed to kiss. Ronald says, I hope we smash the bin dippers today because we owe them one. Good Howkin, 3 now to the 2 and how are the lads? Absolutely, Ronald, definitely, mate. 2 old beer. Couldn't care less about the Spanish man kissing a Spanish woman. Their problem. Well, yeah, it's their problem, Alan. Absolutely, mate. Absolutely. And but I think it just highlights the fact it just should not. It should not be happening. And to stamp things like this out, you've got to make a stand, because if he gets away with this, you can see other associations doing it, and and then when's it going to stop? So I think a stand's got to be made here. I can see he's probably wanting to pay off. He's another one, probably like Steve Bruce, who wants the money in his bank account. You're not going to just resign because, look, he's probably on millions a year in Spain, and obviously he's going to be on millions a year at FIFA as well. So FIFA will probably end up sacking him, and he'll get a pay off from them. It's disgusting because a guy should just resign and say, "Look, I'm very sorry, I've done wrong, and I'll stand down." Yeah.
He would get a payoff if he's sacked for gross misconduct.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
Jake says,
terrible.
let's not forget, Liverpool have the VAR advantage. Well, let's hope they don't, Jake, because, let's hope we make it a game where VAR isn't needed so much. And let's see Klopp have a meltdown on the touchline. And Tony Ross has come on. He says, new member, love the show, honest and real. Thank you very much, Deed, mate, for becoming a member. And yeah, absolutely, mate. We try and be honest as we can on here. Even with transfers, we always say they're rumours and they're not true until they stand there with a black and white shirt on. But welcome to the community, mate. Thank you very much indeed. So what's your predictions today then, Rolly, for the game?
Oh dear, this is a difficult one. As on the preview show, I said 3-1 Newcastle, but I'm getting a little bit of the jitters on that one. I still think we'll win. We're good enough to win. Hopefully, we'll play well enough to win and win.
Yeah.
I think we need a fast start. If we get a fast start, we'll win. We'll win. Oh dear, my heart's saying 3-1. My head is beginning to say 2-1. No,
So
to
what is your...
Newcastle. Julie says to us, meaning Liverpool. Says no to Newcastle. But the only problem I have is I'm watching with Julie, and she seems to be a bit of a bad omen when we play Liverpool. I took her to St James's Park for the game last season and found out that she's a football hooligan at heart, mouthing off when they scored and when Pope got sent off.
If you go back to last season, when Pope got sent off, we were the better team with 10 men. Maxi had a great game that day.
Yeah.
We know Maxi's not here now, so,
Yeah,
But,
I mean, Allison had a good game for them as well.
Yeah, because he kept the minute.
Couple of minutes as well.
Yeah, absolutely. John's going 3-1. Sefton saying welcome to Tony. Nervous 1-0 says Godfather. Sefton says 3-1. He says, Tony says thanks. We'll win 3-1, lads. I'm going 3-1 as well. Ronald says, who was kissing the American ref Tori Penso with the lasses? She gave Spain free kicks for falling over a blade of grass. Yeah, true. As for the big boys, we will give it to them 3-0 and Klopp will make up some excuses. Absolutely, yeah. Absolutely. And, it's just, yeah, I think we'll win 3-1. I'm still going 3-1. That's the scoreline. I don't think Pope will get sent off today because, like I say, he's probably learned the lesson from last season. He knows exactly what to do. So,
but
yeah.
We can't be sloppy. We've got to turn up to play him because however dodgy the defence may be, they've got a good attack and they are a good team. So we've got to be on our mettle. If we don't play well, we can get beat.
Absolutely, Rory.
We're going to, after the disappointment against City, not so much performance, the score losing. I'd like to think the guys will be up for it and really them from the off.
I think they will. Alan says 3-1 as well. Nice one, Alan. He's gone same as me as well. So, guys, if you like what you see, please do smash the like. It really does help the channel stay at the top of the search and new viewers can find the channel easily. Also, if you're brand new to the channel, come and smash the subscribe. Be part of this great community as Tony has today as well. And also the bell notification tells you when I'm live, have a pre-record or any upcoming shows as well. And we're going to get ready to head off. Off we to saying all, come on the tune. Absolutely, Sefton. Make sure you celebrate when we score in front of your wife and do it well. And go 2-0 draw, says Gordon. Take a point now. John says, just hope we have the same intensity as the Villa game. If we do, you know what? We could run riot. So, Rory, do you want to let people know where they can find you on your socials?
So I'm on Twitter at Pole67.
Lovely, thank you very much. You can find me on Twitter, or as it's called now, that X, at TonyTony31. The same on Twitch as well. On Facebook, it's all Black and White TV. Click to join, I'll let you in. Also, the same name on Threads, it's all Black and White TV as well. Enjoy the game, everybody. Absolutely, John. Cheers, mate. Enjoy the match. And Tony Ross says, just hope the officials are fair. Yeah, let's hope so. I mean, look, the last time John Brooks was referee against Villa, he was absolutely awful when we lost 3-0. So let's hope. Maybe back with the reaction show later. So do keep an eye out. If you've hit that bell, you will be notified of any shows coming up as well. But anyway, just remember the future's bright. The future is definitely black and white. It's bye-bye from me.
It's goodbye from me.
How are the lads?